Welcome back, everyone. I am Natalie Schlute, your manifestation coach and spirit guide channeler. Today's episode is all about how to open your third eye and meditations that you can do to increase your third eye awareness. We're going to start with a little bit of understanding and science of what the third eye is, how it works, how it plays a part in our life experience in the human plane, and then also what it takes to actually open the third eye and some practical things that you can do to open up your third eye so you can be more intuitive, more connected, and receive more of the information that's going to guide your soul's level to help you manifest more of what you want. So I'm really excited for this episode, and we're going to dive right in. If you love all things about psychic awareness, intuition, developing that spiritual side of you so you can manifest more of what you want in your life, be sure to subscribe, like, and hit that bell so that you get notified every time I have an episode for you. So let's start with what the third eye is. There is our spiritual third eye, and you see it across the board in a lot of different ancient religions. Everything from the Eye of Horus in Egyptian times to understanding that we have the third eye. Indian culture, they actually put a stone right in the middle of their forehead or sometimes a little dot to remind themselves to be intuitive, to use their higher level of consciousness. So there's a spiritual representation for what our third eye is. It's our connection to our intuition, being able to see the unseen, be aware of the things that most people are unaware of, and really be connected to that intuitive soul spiritual part of us that is the energetic field and the energetic realm that we all experience life in. There is a physical third eye. So the pineal gland is a teeny tiny gland, kind of in the shape of a pine cone, but it's very, very small. It's smaller than the size of a pea, and it sits directly between the two hemispheres of your brain. So if you know anything about the brain, you know that the left hemisphere is the very logical part of our brain. It's the part of us that uses language and is great at math, and it's more the statistical part of our brain. And then the right side of your brain, that is the creative part of your brain. That's the colors and the shapes and the creativity and the music. And both parts of our brain work together cohesively, and they communicate with each other in order for us to experience life to the fullest and have our own unique interpretation of how life works. With that said, these two parts of the brain really need to be working in conjunction and balance in order for us to experience our highest level of intuitiveness. And right between those two parts of the brain is where this pineal gland sits. So there's an actual physical third eye. The pineal gland actually has some cells that are the same cells as your physical eyes. So that's another reason why we call it our third eye, is because it has the same cells as your eyes, your actual eyeballs. And it's so interesting because this pineal gland can actually see and pick up and interpret light. This is why it's also important for us to be getting sunshine on a regular basis, because the pineal gland, it helps to regulate our hormones. And when you're out in the sun, through your physical eyes, there's also light going into your pineal gland. And that's what helps to balance your melatonin and your serotonin and your dopamine and things like that, that allow you to have happy hormones that allow your body to release melatonin at night so that you sleep well. We really need sunlight. And it's really important to be aware of that, because when we're indoors all day with artificial light, when we have light coming off of our phones and we're in front of computers all the time, we're actually experiencing blue light. And it does the complete opposite. It actually completely throws our internal rhythm off, and it throws off your pineal gland. And this is why a lot of people have a hard time sleeping, is because they're not getting enough sunshine and they're on their computer and their phones too much. They're indoors too much. So that's just one way, one thing you can do to start keeping your third eye healthy, is making sure that you're getting sunlight. In the evenings, you can wear orange glasses, which are blue light blocking glasses. That's a really great way to start to shift so that you protect your eyes and your pineal gland and allow you to be in a more natural biorhythm with your body, because we are nature, right? We are cellular structures of pieces of this planet. And we need to be aware that on a physical level, there are things that we can be doing to help support us. There's even blue light blocking glasses that are clear that you can wear during the day while you're on the computer. That's something that I do, and it makes a really big difference. But then also just making sure that you're aware of this part of you. Okay, so we talked about, those are a couple of the physical things that you can do. But how do we experience and take care of our third eye on a spiritual level? The beautiful thing about this pineal gland, about this third eye, is that it's incorporating a bunch of different information. It picks up on vibrational frequencies. You can think of it as a radio antenna or an internet satellite that's picking up vibrations and frequencies from things in your environment and around the world and what's going on in front of you. And it's soaking in all those vibrations. And then because it's sitting directly between both hemispheres of your brain, what it does is it actually incorporates your logical mind, your thinking mind, and between those two, you're soaking up psychic information into the pineal gland, and then your brain starts to interpret that psychic information. This is where our imagination is really important. And one, just being aware that you have a third eye and that it functions this way allows you to open your thoughts and your ideas. We do need imagination. We need that creative part of our imagination to really open up and become more intuitive, to become more psychic, to become more tapped in to the spiritual world, whether that's channeling or picking up any kind of information that you're looking for in the spiritual world. To bring more awareness and start opening your third eye, all it takes is focus. Just like the law of attraction, where your focus goes is where your energy goes. And where your energy goes, that's your frequency, and that's what you're naturally attracting into your life. So by focusing on that third eye pineal gland, even just closing your eyes and imagining your energy and focusing your energy right into the center of your head where your pineal gland sits, now you're focusing all the physical energy and psychic energy and auric energy that you have into that one spot. That is going to help you open up and create more awareness of your third eye. There's a lot of creative ways you can do this. You can fixate on that spot and you can imagine it as a spinning wheel. You can imagine it as a purple light, a sphere that's turning in different directions. You can see it light up and expand and get bigger. I like to add sparkles with all of my visualizations because it just makes it feel more magical and there's like a different energy and power in that. That's me. I like the sparkles. You can do whatever you want. There's a lot of different ways. Some people like to imagine a flower opening one petal at a time as they're fixating their focus and their energy right into their third eye space. Some people do focus on the third eye as the front of the forehead, but understand that's okay. It's not wrong, but the actual physical third eye is in the center of your head. So if you were to go from side to side, and then front to back, it's going to be right in the middle, right in the center. And so if you can actually pull back and focus a little bit more in the center of your head, posterior to your forehead, right between the two physical eyes, you're actually going to experience a deeper sensation. You might feel a little bit of aching, you might feel some tension, you might feel some throbbing, it may feel like wind and whispers, you might experience a little bit of something, and that's okay. That's the third eye waking up. That's the pineal gland that's starting to uncalcify. We can get calcification on our third eye from just environmental toxins, things that we're taking in through our food, our water, in the air, on our furniture and our clothing and things like that. So just know toxins and debris in our physical world can affect the third eye. But the more you do these psychic exercises where you're focusing in on the third eye, imagining it opening, brightening that light, seeing it spinning and expanding it, those things are going to open up that channel for you. And doing just a few minutes a day, sitting down for 15 to 30 minutes doing it, and just opening yourself up to whatever you receive in those moments will be really helpful. You might get visions, you might see things or hear things, you might just see colors, but let your imagination move. It can also be helpful to put on some beautiful music, some meditation music, whether it's binaural beats. You can find some great things on YouTube that are all about the third eye opening and just some music that you can put on in the background that will help you to vibrate at the frequency of your third eye, because every chakra in our body has a different resonance. It has a different vibrational frequency. And so there are music frequencies that match the third eye that can help things to open up as well. Doing this practice regularly will slowly open you up to more intuitive information. I also highly recommend that at night before you go to bed, or even throughout the day, whenever you're practicing this, ask your angels, your guardian angels, to come through and help to open up your third eye. Why not ask for help in bringing in that divine energy from a really beautiful, pure, high vibrational source? And your angels can do that for you. We all have at least one guardian angel, and that angel can come forth and help you. You can also reach out to the unknown angels. This is something that Anthony William talks about, where he mentions there's thousands of angels that don't actually have names, so they don't have an ego, and they're there to help you heal and open up spiritually and live your best life. And so you can call in the unknown angels to help you heal. You can even ask them at night, heal on me while I'm sleeping so I can wake up nice and refreshed in the morning. That's something that I do every single night before I go to bed. And doing that will help to accelerate your healing. When we have healing coming from outside sources of really beautiful, high angelic realms, it will help you transform and heal faster, or experience more of what you want to heal on a very high level. Opening your third eye is just one of the ways that we receive more intuitive information. I know this is a beautiful hot topic, so I will be making more episodes on the third eye specifically, but we also have a lot of other chakras and things that will help us to receive intuitive information as well. So more to come soon. I'm so excited to be sharing this information with you, and I'm so appreciative of you being here with me today. For those of you who want to go deeper into developing all of your psychic, channeling, and intuitive skills, be sure to jump on my wait list to find out when Channeling and Psychic Mastery, my online course and coaching program, is available. It opens a few times a year, and I only let my students that are on my email list know. So be sure to jump on, because I go super deep, not only into each of the chakras and channeling, but I teach you how to channel your spirit guides, your angels, loved ones. We go through verbal channeling and mental channeling. I go deep into developing all of your different psychic skills, from clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, and so much more, talking deep about empaths, and it's a really beautiful experience to help you open up in the spiritual realm. So be sure to check that out, and I can't wait to see you in the next episode. If you love all things intuition, manifestation, and psychic development, be sure to check out all the playlists that I have on my YouTube page so you can start binge watching right now.